pack is quite cool too.
Yeah.
We'll go to that game if this one finishes early. But nice to see Bortnyk making that rise. Maud, you mentioned that was his 5th win in a row now?
Yeah, it was, because he lost the 4th round, so he's had to kind of like sail up to the top of the table again. But now 5 in a row. Now he's playing against Minh, who's been leading the tournament basically the entire time. So this is his chance to pass him.
Fantastic. Olexandr Bortnyk, the 29-year-old grandmaster from Ukraine living in the US. He scored a 2nd place in game week 2 when he was streaming from the Take offices. He has 7 Champions Chess Tour points, and 10 points today would mean a lot to Olexandr Bortnyk, who has won Title Tuesday 13 times in history. And here he is joining us on camera as well. Fantastic to see.
Yeah, it's been a hard week for Bortnyk, and nice to see him competing here at Title Tuesday and trying to play to keep the show going. And he started with a very flexible pawn structure. He's going to fianchetto his bishop, just like his great friend Daniel Naroditsky. He plays the King's Indian defense a lot. That's what he's going for now. And I'm expecting Minh to play his favorite London system to bring this bishop out, but very slow start to this game. This is just move 3.
Yeah, they've spent so much time. What are they thinking about? What is there to think about?
Mind games? Hard to explain. Like, nothing's happened, but both players have burnt 45 seconds. I guess they've played each other so many times online that they know each other's opening repertoires. They're trying to trick each other into maybe variations they're not so familiar with. White now is playing a Torre attack with the white bishop coming out, but I don't understand the inclusion of this move.
Yeah.
Pawn to h3. And Bortnyk, meanwhile, sipping his tea as if his clock isn't ticking.
He was stretching a bit. Like, it doesn't seem like any of these two have realized that this is a 5-minute game where you don't get any extra time. But this is round 10, and they're both leading, so they probably should have realized that by now.
Yeah.
Why are they spending this much time?
Chill, guys. Look at that. Minh 4 minutes and 15 seconds still on his clock. Bortnyk, though, 3.5 minutes now. But the bar is in the middle. You mentioned it's been a tough week for him. He was a very close friend of Daniel Naroditsky.
Yeah, one of his closest, I believe. And they both live in Charlotte. They both play at the Charlotte Chess Club so much. They've played countless Blitz Bullet games together. So, it must have been a tough time.
Definitely for Olexandr Bortnyk. And of course, our thoughts are still with everyone close to Daniel Naroditsky after he passed away.
And I think chess is like one of those things that's really difficult to play if you are in like a bad mental state, because you're kind of just sitting there thinking. So you can kind of like, it's very, very difficult to play well while you're going through like tough time personally. So it's impressive that he has 8 points today.
He is fighting to win game week 9. Olexandr Bortnyk, a 2nd place, is his best score so far in the autumn split. Big chance today of winning it for his good friend, Daniel Naroditsky. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, though. I guess that's his biggest issue in this game right now.
Yeah, I'm just confused. It's like still a well-known position, and it's actually transposed into a main line. And like normally, Black just hits this bishop, asks a question. Black can also bring the knight round to the side to try and land in the white camp. But how has he burnt more than half his time? There we go. By playing a natural move, he's had no difficult decisions. So if he ends up getting flagged, it's going to be the opening he looks back on. Unfortunately for Bortnyk. And there we see it's a bishop for knight trade. Bit surprised he's giving up the bishop pair so willingly. Here, Minh. I think he's relying on a trick. Bishop takes bishop, the white queen will step up, forking 2 pawns. So the pawn has to take instead. But this is very good news for Black. He's got the bishop pair. He's going to slide his rook across. It's easy to get rid of your double pawns there. And okay, his position is good, but his clock situation a bit
terrible.
desperate.
He's spending so much time.
But he is one of those players who can handle any position with hardly any time on his clock, right? He's just extremely fast, and intuition, fantastic.
Yeah, he's always been a speed demon, Bortnyk. He was playing on the old internet chess club when he was kind of in his early teens back in the day. He was super dangerous. I remember him having these matches with Magnus Carlsen. before anyone even knew who he was. But he's also playing a speed demon in Min Lei, so
Yeah, true.
you can rely on flagging your opponent, you can rely on your speed skills, but if you're up against someone equally quick, you normally want to leave a bit of leeway. And this last move, very, very cunning from Min Lei. He's trying to take this bishop to destroy the black pawn structure. If the bishop had moved, this pawn was also vulnerable due to a pin against the black king. So the light squares belong to Min Lei right now.
This is round 10. Remember, 11 rounds every single week. So after this one more round before we have a winner of game week 9. 5 minutes on the clock, no increment. Min Lei has more than 3 minutes still on his clock. It's trouble for Olexandr Bortnyk on the clock.
Yeah, but it's very like his own doing, because he spent so much time kind of thinking about the situations that haven't really required that much thinking. But at the same time, he has an okay position. So if he can just speed up now and also take an advantage of the fact that Min Lei has also been playing pretty slowly, then maybe he can make it.
Yeah, the position just looks very, very balanced right now. The black rook enters the fray. I would slightly prefer white just because the white bishop has a lot of potential against the black king on this diagonal. The black bishop is somewhat blunted, hitting a very strong pawn. So I think it's just that one small difference. Then again, the black queen more active than the white queen. And Bortnyk, yeah, it's just about the speed. If he can enter the endgame level on time or just only 10 seconds behind, maybe he's got a chance. He just needs to make it there. He needs to get that far. The white queen's going to come out sooner or later, and he has to be ready when that does happen.
And it can be an advantage as well when you have like the opposite colored bishops to attack, because then the opponent can't really defend the same squares that you're attacking. So if maybe Min Lei can somehow use that bishop that you were already describing towards the king and maybe involve several other pieces, but how is he going to involve more pieces?
Yeah, the queen's been cut off. I don't like white's last move. Maybe he missed that the black knight's actually going to totally block the central file here. And now there's actually a threat of the black rook coming in. Maybe a threat of the black knight even coming in. The last move has definitely gone in Bortnyk's favor, but he's got half the time of his opponent. That's all I can think about. I mean, it's been going well for black the last 5-6 moves, but the clock has not been his friend this whole game. And rook trade. There we go. Bishop steps out just to stop the white queen from using the top of the board. Maybe even coming this way to hit the white knight. Very, very tense position. It feels like the winner here is going to be the favorite going into the last round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maxim Vachier-Lagrave is massively better against Jan Nepomniachtchi with a huge chance of coming up to 8.5 points with 1 round to go. If we have a winner in this game, then we will see at least one player on 9 points. Renato Terry and Volodar Mertsin also playing right now, and they also have 8 points heading into round 10.
There's always like this sea of players that kind of catch up to you in these like final rounds. It's always very exciting in the last round who's going to win. And there's always like all these players that we haven't even discussed that suddenly are among the top 10 because it can really change in those final moments.
Mertsin is better right now, much better right now in that game against Renato Terry. So right now, the biggest chance is actually for Volodar Mertsin to take the lead heading into the last round.
Wow, big moments on that board. But on this one, Bortnyk was turning things in his favor. He missed that the white pawn could kind of bypass, not allowing en passant, because the black knight would have otherwise been vulnerable. And still a great position for Bortnyk, but it's just the clock. He's consistently been at half of Min Lei's clock time. And now the pawn structure locked. Maybe easy pickings for his bishop, but it is about the clock, unfortunately. 29 seconds now. He needs to start pre-moving. Bishop for knight trade. The white knight is very, very bad right now, but Min Lei gets a pawn in the process. The black queen swoops in for a pawn. 27 seconds against 50 seconds.
LT Dodger is saying Bortnyk is going to flag. He feels confident Bortnyk is going to win this, flagging Min Lei.
Oof. Someone's getting flagged. It's all about the
Min Lei
clock.
hasn't really realized how little time he has, though, it seems. Like, he's even thinking in this situation. I've seen that in earlier games as well. Like, he's very obsessed with finding the best moves, even in situations where he should probably just focus on making any move at all.
Yeah, and a shake of the head from Min Lei because he's just dropped a very important pawn.
Yeah.
Bortnyk takes another pawn. Will we see a queen trade here? Will we see the white queen take this one? Will the knight take this pawn? The queen actually sidesteps. Oh, Bortnyk's just trying to desperately get rid of this one. If it's just pawns on one flank, you can easily pre-move. Oh, he can take a draw as well, but he wants more. He's going for the win, Bortnyk. He attacked the queen. He could have given a check and taken this pawn.
What is happening?
He's trying to promote. He's still got this up his sleeve. He's still giving this check. He's still making a new queen. There we go. He makes the new queen first, and he's going to skewer the white queen from behind. Beautiful tactics. Minlay smiling. He knows he's lost. Bortnyk up the speed, and he's winning on time and with an extra queen now.
He was admiring the tactic. He was like, wow, you got me.
Look at Olexandr Bortnyk. He is about to take the lead in game week 9, winning 6 games in a row.
So impressive. And look at the technique here. He's going to pre-move his pawn to make a new queen. He's going to give checkmate there and fist pump from Olexandr Bortnyk.
Look at that fist bump. Olexandr Bortnyk wins this. Huge win for him. He goes up to 9 points to join Volodar Murtsin, who also won in round 10. We now have 2 players on 9 points. Oh, look at Minlay. The frustration. He's been in the lead in game week 9 the entire day. But now he has to face that he is half a point behind 2 players in the lead, Murtsin and Bortnyk, heading into the final round. Will we see? They haven't played each other yet, have they?
No.
We're going to get a grand finale, I think.